Korea has opened a new tourist park, but the only thing missing are the tourists. Here's Justina.
This was the moment that North Korea opened its new big billion-dollar tourist hotspot to help boost the country's economy. Snip! And from July 1, the tourist zone will open for domestic guests only. Yeah, it might be a while before we can have a go at sliding down these slippery slides. See, no one really knows when foreign tourists will be allowed to visit. Except for a couple of weeks in February this year, North Korea has been off limits for foreign tourists since the 2020 COVID pandemic. Right now, only Russian tourists are allowed in, but even for them, visiting isn't easy, with tight controls over who can come, where they can go, and what they see. North Korea is one of the poorest countries in the world, with most of its money spent on military, monuments, and landmarks dedicated to the Kim family that have run the country since 1948. North Korea's leader, Kim Jong Un, has called the resort a great success. But experts say if the country wants to help its economy and fill the empty beds and pools, international tourists will need to be let back in.
There have been some massive storms in Paris. French Parliament was suspended when the roof started leaking, while outside it looked like this. Trees were toppled and streets were flooded during torrential storms in the French capital. 2 people died and dozens more were injured, and authorities say more than 100,000 homes lost power during the downpour. And Jeff Bezos' extravagant wedding is underway in Venice. The star-studded guest list has flocked in for the billionaire's 3-day festival of love. While the wedding was moved to a more secluded part of Venice, protests continued in St. Mark's Square, with some locals not too happy about the $70 million celebration taking place on their doorstep. Siblings Brianna and Declan are learning the ropes to one day take over their family farm and are part of a new and pretty important generation of farmers. Check it out.
Yeah, I love riding bikes, motorbikes with my mates, and yeah, I love driving cars and stuff, and yeah, but farming's my main thing.
Generally I do cattle and livestock, and whether that's feeding or if we're drafting cattle in yards and drenching them.
In the farming community of Downside in New South Wales, Brianna and Declan are 5th generation farmers.
Oh, I wouldn't say the average person could go jump in and get the job done, but once you get the hang of it, it's easy.
All right, so you're going to feed some cattle this Harvey?
In Australia, the average age of a farmer is 58. So getting young people into the industry is pretty important for the future of agriculture. But this isn't your typical part-time job.
I'll probably go to 6 or 7 o'clock tonight, and then knock off, have dinner, and might get going again or just wait till the morning.
Sometimes definitely annoying, like if you've got some jobs to do and you had other plans, but I guess like the family farm and everything comes first, so you just got to do what you have to do.
Even though it can be tricky balancing farm work with other commitments, these two say they won't be going anywhere.
I guess I've grown up around it all my life. I've always had a passion for animals and stuff.
Yeah, I reckon I'll continue on this farm, and I enjoy being out here and being in nature and all that stuff.
Yeah, look, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I'm feeling a little bit out of place. Just like these next stories. First, these robots look a bit out of place on a soccer field. They're gearing up for the first World Humanoid Robot Games in China, which, yes, is a real thing. Each robot soccer team consists of 3 players and 1 sub, in case one of the robots gets tired, I guess. Now to Windows' blue screen of death, which you might have come across during the CrowdStrike outage last year. After 40 years, it's getting a makeover and will become the black screen of death. That doesn't sound menacing at all. It's hoped the simple design will make errors less confusing. And finally to Yamagata Airport in Japan, where this little bear is a bit out of place on the tarmac. Yep, the bear's surprise appearance prompted the closure of the runway, causing a delay to flights. Authorities tried to catch him a few times, but to no avail, and officials had no choice but to close the airport till their furry friend was moved along. Okay, well that's all we have time for today. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. I'm gonna get out of here. Bye!